all of the history of protests that have happened at Waitangi from when it was initially signed. It feels like it's honouring my ancestry and honouring my tūpuna. So. So this is my first Waitangi Day back since I've been trespassed 5 years ago.
You're taking anything away from your meeting with them today?
Absolutely, we always take something away from every meeting we have.
It's for raping our sovereignty!
Oh yes, yes.
So I'd been campaigning against the TPPA for about 2.5 years and had gone through every possible democratic means that I could to try and stop it, and nothing had worked. So things finally got to a point when they signed the TPPA the day before that I decided to throw the toy. I'd googled beforehand what is a really effective means of protest, and it came up with throwing things seemed to be quite a good form of protest. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll expand on that and do something a bit funny. And I chose Waitangi because I've been involved in the blockades the day before down in Tamaki, and I'd just signed the TPPA. So I came up on the TPPA hikoi to Waitangi, first time at Waitangi, and yeah, decided that was the appropriate spot to do that. Straight after I was arrested. It's for raping our country because of the TPPA and selling away our rights and our freedom. Taken down to the police station, but then when I got there a sergeant came down and he was like, that was hilarious, we'll just let you away with a warning. And so I got a formal warning and was trespassed from Waitangi. And then the weeks afterwards it was quite overwhelming really with all the media response to it.
I reckon it's appalling. It's appalling because that image has gone around the world, and now there's people in countries all over the world who are saying the way New Zealanders theoretically commemorate or celebrate their National Day is with a senior politician having a sex toy thrown at them.
We had Al Jazeera turning up on my doorstep, and Mum had to turn the sprinkler on them to get them to go away, and just ridiculous amounts of people buying me beers whenever I'd go to the pub and stuff. So yeah, it was quite out of it really. All of the history of protests that have happened at Waitangi from when it was initially signed, it feels like it's honouring my ancestry and honouring my tūpuna. So.
I mean, let's face it, if it wasn't for the protest movements then and the hikoi movements, then we certainly wouldn't be where we are today. We've moved and removed a lot of barriers that created friction between Waitangi National Trust, the commemorations, as well as those who were protesting or marching on kaupapa that were important to us as a nation and a people. So to move all of those barriers and to embrace that as a part and include it as a part of the Waitangi Day commemorations, huge difference. One of the key barriers that was put in place and was in here long before we arrived was our flagstaff here just to our left here. This used to be completely roped off right around the flagstaff here, and it had uniformed officers protecting it from getting damaged or getting climbed or anything like that. So one of the first things that we did was we removed that rope line. We removed the rope line and we removed the police from around the flagstaff. The second thing was welcoming them onto the whare runanga. Third thing, opening the doors to our whare. They'd never been open the doors. Every time they come here, they were locked. So those are some of the key barriers that we've removed. Every year we have conflicts. You know, they can be small and they can be big, though we haven't had many big ones in the last couple of years since we've, you know, made this a more inclusive and hospitable festival and commemorations.
So Protect Puketiti is a movement that we're stopping any development on the maunga. So we want absolutely no development on the maunga. They wanted to put 17 luxurious apartments on it. We've been historically using Māori activism, been historically using Waitangi as a platform for a long time. Our Pacific Movement, Puketiti, we went a bit early for the festive commemorations, just so that we could get their attention and air our grievances to the country. So we came to Waitangi under a peaceful banner, airing our grievances and directly taking our agendas face to face to the government. Using Waitangi as a platform has been going on for a long time. People like Anit Sykes and Donna Awatere have led the way, and Ngā Tamatoa. So we're just building off the people that have paved the way before us. And we're carrying on the whawhai from our tupuna. They wanted outcomes and for us to have, prestige, and for us to have our own autonomy. And until we get that, we'll be staying right here.